Different animal now, isn't it?
It is. Now we're on camera. I feel under pressure.
Different animal
Suddenly
now.
feel very under pressure.
No
To
picking your
perform.
nose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at this. Look at this room we've got set up. So,
Nice, isn't it?
for the first time, video viewers, welcome to the Amen Brother podcast. Audio listeners, welcome back. Nice to have you again. This is the first time we've done video, so we're gonna, it's gonna be an interesting experiment first time round. But yeah, here we are.
New digs.
New digs,
On
new
camera.
crib. We need to get one of those light box things. We need to do the proper YouTube podcast and stuff. We'll get there. But yeah, apologies for the 1,000th apology on this podcast, but apologies for the gap. But as you can see, we had a good reason. We were trying to get all of this stuff set up, and we're here now. So hopefully now we're going to be, what was it? Consistent and accountable.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Jack and he's giving me some mad eyes.
Nah, man, we're none of these things.
Now we are.
But that
we-
was they were the two.
They were the two.
Yeah.
But we literally had to get a whole thing. We had to get an editor. We had to get all this stuff set up. And we're here now. So I think we can be forgiven. So yeah.
Hold tight, Johan.
Yeah, hold tight Johan, by the way. This guy,
Yeah.
he's the guy. So
He's really helped us out.
shout him out.
Yeah.
So obviously by the time this is uploaded, this is obviously going to be on YouTube. So make sure I can be that guy and I can be the YouTuber. Be like, make sure you like and subscribe. We can do this every episode now. So like and subscribe. Yep. Give us a thumbs up. It's good for the algorithm. I'm just doing what I hear on YouTube videos from other people. I've never done this before. Obviously give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok at Amen Brother Podcast. And yeah, the Patreon should be up as well. So we need to talk about the Patreon. Obviously, like I said, obviously this stuff is costing money. We just want to make sure we can do as much content as possible. We're going to do some like private chat stuff, maybe like a Telegram, so you guys can ask us questions, even get some of you involved in episodes in the future. Me and Jack, we drove down in Jack's car.
I can drive now.
Jack can drive,
That's
and we were
big
talking about all sorts of ideas how to get you guys involved. So look out for that. Just a comment on Jack's driving; it's actually pretty good. He thought I was gonna cook him.
I did. I instantly just went back to the trip to Brighton recently.
Yeah, well, I was going to mention that. So his driving's good. Like, it doesn't crash, obviously. It doesn't swerve. Like, the speed is good. The only thing is knowing when to get off the motorway. So we had Jon GLXY stag on the weekend, and I think a 1 hour 45 drive took 3 hours.
Or a few accidental detours.
Just at one point, we were going back up the M25.
Yeah, we went the wrong way up the M25, and then we came off specifically to avoid going the wrong way, and we ended up continuing up the wrong way. Roundabouts, clearly.
This sounds like a
clearly
navigation issue.
It was a navigation.
Who was on navigation?
Well, this is the thing,
The
right?
thing is, it's 2024 and we've got Google Maps,
Yeah,
and
fair.
he's got a screen in his car.
Has he got Apple
Yeah,
Apple
what
CarPlay?
do you want me to do? Be like, point at the screen and be like,
But
yo.
I also had John just in my ear roll,
Yes.
which just to
I was
the
the one
audio
that-
listeners, that was him nattering away, not any other dirty noises. or
Saying the
anything.
person who talks more than anyone.
This is
known
what
to
I
man,
was just about to
but
say
actually,
this.
the only person that puts me and you to shame.
This is what I'm saying.
this guy on my
My
right.
guy's trying
What,
to say,
me?
Yeah, 100, bro.
it's absolute nonsense that he's saying that. But anyway, we got there in one piece. We got back in one piece. On the way back, we only missed 2 exits, so that's not too bad. So
I feel like I don't really have a chance to defend myself because I'm actually focused so much on this new job I've got in the podcast.
yeah, so obviously you can see a
focusing on
camera,
the
and
camera
Jack is
angles.
going to be doing live editing and podcasting at the same time. That is an unbelievable skill. So
It's not. It's just tapping a button.
well, you've got to do more than us. So we've just got to turn up and look pretty.
I'm still going to struggle. I'll still struggle.
So yeah, that was a bit of a detour, as was Jack's driving. But we're here, so really excited to do this first episode. It's going to be, so we're going to, I guess I'll talk a bit about that. So we're going to try and do episodes of us three, but also we've got loads of guests lined up this time. We've actually got guests lined up, which is exciting. So we're going to basically alternate. We'll make these ones shorter, make the guest ones longer, because I think you guys are probably sick of just hearing us three talk about the same stuff over and over again. So yeah, we've heard you. We're addressing that. And yeah, more guests, some really exciting guests. Some, we've actually put some work in. I'll probably just curse us again, but here we go. But I wanted to talk about something major that's happened since the last episode. And I want to dedicate some time to it, and it would only be right.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, we can finally stop going on about it.
I was going to bring cake as well. I'm really, really disappointed that I didn't.
He was going to bring cake, he was going to bring sparklers.
Celebration cake.
Rich has finally been to NZ. Yeah, man. You went to NZ.
Yeah, I went Oz and New Zealand.
You got to play your music,
I did.
do your thing on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
To fans on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, honestly, it was it was truly beautiful, man. On multiple different levels, really. I think it was nice to be able to go and do the DJ MC thing, which is obviously like something I haven't really done that much. But to get to go over there and like do my sort of one-man band show and it be received the way that it was yeah, it was awesome, man. I needed it, to be honest, because you know, I'm always on the Moan Zone hype and stuff, but you go out there and it's like, it really puts into perspective how, you know what, like I am doing this music thing and in whatever capacity it is, it's brought me to the other side of the world. And in a time where I'm maybe feeling a bit disenchanted over here, like, you know, my booking diary is pretty much non-existent for this year. And it's like, I managed to go over there and people are like really into what I'm doing, which is crazy. Obviously, humble crowds. I ain't here to be like, you know, I'm not here filling 1,000-person venues, but I literally did I was the headline act of a 4-show tour. Yeah. Which, you know, is humble, but it was incredible. Like, it was beautiful. Obviously, lots of travel. Got to big up Chico specifically.
Got to big up Chico every time.
And Tali as well.
Them two, man.
Yeah, they looked after me. I spent like 6 nights, I think, at their yard. Like either 5, 6 or 7 nights. Airbnb, little note when I walked in, everything. It was honestly, man. I'd obviously never met Chico before. Met Tali a few times, and it was so funny after doing the first weekend of Oz shows, which were great. We can maybe talk about them in a sec. But after doing that militant travel, like, you know, when you go there, I had no rest day before because someone couldn't put me up in Melbourne. So I just literally arrived straight in the morning, did the show, then flew to Perth, had 1 day off in Perth, but it was like all that was a bit crazy. You know, it's like over that side of the world. It's a bit of a head fuck, really, isn't it?
I remember when my last tour over there, it took me 37 hours to fly to New Zealand. First stop was Dunedin, and because I missed the flight, I got to Dunedin at 9 p.m. and I was playing that night, so it's just like straight
mental.
through. Yeah,
literally mental, and it sort of ruined me in a way. And I just remember walking into their house, meeting like Chico for the first time. He's picked me up. He's like, we're gonna get you grounded. Yeah. Straight away. He's like, we're gonna get you grounded. So he just takes me he's got me a towel. He just takes me to the beach, and we're like swimming opposite this volcano.
Mad.
He's gonna kill me if I can't remember the name of it. Rangatoto or something like that. That's close enough, hopefully.
Okay.
But yeah, we basically went straight to the beach, and he's like, "Look, we're gonna ground you, bro." He's like, and look, we just got straight in the water, man. And it was like 6 a.m. or something. Got back to his house, I was like chilling. I was like, honestly, after the weekend of like travel and everything being really hectic, to get there and just be there for 6 days before the next run, like the next weekend of shows, was like a real it was beautiful, man. It was really, really nice. And yeah, shows were good. Went mostly well. Couple technicals on one, as you know, you guys know, being a DJ.
What kind of technicals are you talking?
It was the hot queue thing I was messaging about.
Oh, yeah. So what was it? Your USB, basically, the cues weren't appearing.
It was setting. Every time I went to hot queue, it was setting a new one.
Classic.
And then,
mate,
obviously, not every track. I had some memory cues on some. When I posted online about it, when I was away, I got.
Everyone's like, you got to use memory cues, man.
Bruv. Yeah, like, what you want about hot?
By the way, everyone comment that was at least 40 years old. Memory cues are not a thing in 2024. Get over it, man.
Do you know what? I rate you for saying that.
No, memory cues.
You don't use.
Listen. It's a combination thing, right? So you use hot cues on your 16s and memory cues on the 8s between them. So if you do miss a hot cue, then you can go to the memory. Bosh.
Don't get me wrong. The backup memory.
Not a bad shout.
Yeah. Slag me off.
In honesty, I've got memory cues at every 8 on everything now. I sorted it out after it went a bit wrong in the Perth show, unfortunately. But yeah, like, you live, you learn, and like, I agree with what you're saying, really. Like, when I'm trying to DJ and MC at the same time, if I'm not using hot cues, mate, I'm like an old school DJ taking like 3 minutes to do like some really long blend. Like, you got to be on it like straight away when you're doing the two at the same time. But yeah, by the end of the tour, man, like the Auckland show, yeah, it was an emotional one, I'm not going to lie. Like, it really, don't get me wrong, when I was in Melbourne, I was emotional at the end of that set, 'cause I was like, this is mental. Like, I've come this far across the world to play my music. It went down really well. And then, yeah, all the other two shows were great as well. But Auckland in particular, I did a classic Liquid set, John.
Nice.
Mixed with my own tunes. And it was an emotional one. And there was a couple people that have messaged me since, been like, I was like crying. And it was like me and
how bad it was.
that was how bad it was, yeah. But like me at the end, I was
First roast
literally
on
there.
camera. We're back.
Yeah,
You're just mean.
it's mine and Jack's time, innit, mate? We love a little cry. But yeah, like I honestly, I was packing up my headphones and I was like, I just smashed that set. And it's like, it's not easy doing this. You know, I'm like emceeing whilst I'm mixing at the same time. It's like tech, man. And to get it like almost perfect, it's really tough, and it's emotionally quite draining as well. And I guess because it was the last show of the tour, I had such a good time with Chico and that, and like I could just see the crowd. The energy was just mad. And yeah, at the end of the set, as I was packing up my headphones, I literally was like welling up. I was like, yeah, I've just done it. I was like, I've literally, achieved a 20-year goal of my career, as stuff isn't going as well as I'd like back here, and it's like bang, like all of a sudden you're over there doing that. It's like, it was an emotional
It's the
one.
place as well, man. I always feel New Zealand feels quite spiritual, man. When you're there, it's just like, I mean, to see the landscape and like, it's just nothing we've got over here really.
No.
And the fact that music's brought you there as well just makes it's like doubles down, and it just makes it more special.
It is, yeah. It's totally mental.
All right, so Australia or New Zealand?
I mean, honestly, I only had 2 in each.
True.
And I heard that Perth is like the Don of D&B in Australia, and unfortunately for me, that was when I had the technicals. But I played with 3 of the resident dudes afterwards. I just stayed on, and you know me, and I was like, I'm gonna hope. And they were like obviously like buzzing, they killed it, man. Their techers they were like really good DJs, and I just rolled out, just went in. So I kind of like had a bit of retribution on that set, just doing the MC thing. Yeah. So yeah, in all honesty, I only did like Auckland, Tauranga, Melbourne, Perth, and honestly, all were really, really good. But for me, the pick of the bunch was definitely Auckland. It just was. I'd just love to go back out and just do. I
was going to say, where do we have to Mona Fest next for you?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
3-year lead up to the next venue. Where is it?
Well, US, I think, is. US? We're on a similar Mona Fest for that one, surely.
Yeah, I mean, well,
have you done US?
It's happening.
Yeah,
it's happening.
Okay. Wicked.
I mean, this guy over here is in US like every 4 weeks, it feels like.
Well, yeah, he broke his. You pop your cherry, and now he's never leaving.
They can't get enough of him.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been loving it over there, man. I can't remember who. I was talking to Marky about it yesterday. Actually, he was asking me what the scene's like over there, and I was like, I couldn't stop expressing like how blown away I was with it. I don't want that to any drum and bass, like American drum and bass fans listening as well. I don't want that to sound sort of like patronising at all. But like, I always had the impression from people that had toured over there 10, 15 years ago that it was an older demographic that listened to an older sort of drum and bass sound. And to go over there and see, whilst those 40, even 50-year-old ravers are still coming to the drum and bass nights, there are equally as many 20 and 21-year-olds and like 18-year-olds in some places come in and flood into the shows. And it seemed like what you could play in those shows was a lot more diverse than I anticipated. So yeah, I mean, I've really, really enjoyed going back over there. I'm not going to stop for a while.
Gotta get his money's worth, mate. That visa's expensive.
But then also, like, it's nice going, like you were saying about going over to Australia and New Zealand, man, to go somewhere and be like, never thought I'd visit here. Me and Harry were freezing our tits off in Denver. Never ever thought I'd ever be in Denver, but we had a great time. And the show was insane as well. Like, everybody talks, when people talk about American drum and bass, they always talk about the East Coast and the West Coast. Very rarely does anywhere in the middle ever really get much of a mention, at least not from what I'm hearing. You don't hear people talking about Texas. You don't hear people talking about New Orleans. Shows over there were both very, very good, but like Denver, Colorado, that was insane. Black Box is a venue that apparently lots of people have been playing recently, and it's
I've heard lots of good things about this.
It's a really good club and a really good community, man. Like, the crowds over there, they're just buzzing to have like drum and bass over there, and like a variety of it.
it's on the rise at the moment. Like, I mean, the fact that I'm
we're all
like
getting
in the
it,
process
yeah.
of sorting a visa out, and like you are as well. It just shows that
Scene's
like,
healthy.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's really exciting. I think I was saying to a lot of people in like Australia and New Zealand actually, that I was like, the way things are over here at the moment, I was like, there's mad opportunity. If you lot want deep D&B over here, people be biting their hands off to come over, because realistically, you know, it's no secret on this podcast that we're saying that underground is like less prevalent right now. Whereas over there, I don't think it's the case. I don't think it's the case at all. I think people want to hear that stuff, and that's like, you know, really encouraging. And yeah, it's kind of like reassuring even, because it's like, I want to keep doing this music thing. It's obviously not a full-time career gig for me, but like, it's nice to know that there's a market out there that's up for it, you know. And I just don't, you know, over here at the moment, it's I think our kind of what we're doing is maybe less than
we're garage DJs. Like you, guys trying to put me in the same box as him. Like we play garage now, bro. Any garage promoters listening, you know who to hit up, bro. Come on.
I got some 1-3-5 bars for you, bro.
He's got a couple.
In it.
Fair. Wow.
Lyrical MC.
Just to kind of wrap up this news. Well, we don't have to wrap it up, but yeah, this New Zealand, Australia section. I guess places that you haven't been that you've heard about, what would be next on the list for you? Let's just keep this. I feel like we made this happen, so let's get your second tour.
Do you mean down
over
there?
That side? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I need to go to South Island really of New Zealand.
You know what's funny? I've been to New Zealand 2 or 3 times now, and I never know what island I'm on. I literally haven't, I don't know, man.
Christchurch, and it like.
Yeah, you can say names, but it doesn't mean anything to me.
That's South
Just look
Island.
at a fucking map, bro.
Yeah, but it's just not as fun, is it? I like
you're on a whim.
Yeah, I'm just on a wave, innit? Like, I just vibes, whatever.
To be fair, it's kind of easy to do that. You get the itinerary, you're like, sweet, I'm someone else's problem.
Yeah, this is it, man. I get driven.
Arrives abroad somewhere, and he's just like, yeah, fuck my data, I don't need this. Like, phone in the river.
I'm just enjoying the surroundings. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Honestly, I get it. I've turned up to gigs abroad before, and I've gone to the RSAs and has met me at the airport when, like, during messier times, I've been like, I'm your problem now. like legit. Like,
messier times. I'm not going to lie to you. Every single time I get off the plane in America till the moment I leave, I am just baked. It doesn't matter how hard I try to be like, you know what? I'm not going to have a spliff until like we hit 5 p.m. today, or at least until lunchtime. Like, and then the promoters are just like, here you go. Or like someone will be like, do you want a drink? And you'll have a drink and be like, yeah, it's got weed in it. And you're like, what?
Wait, what? The drink's got weed in it.
Oh, mate, like it's mad. They'll put it in anything now. Like, you go to the dispensaries, you can just get a can of weed drink. Yeah, it's really weird. They all taste like mango.
Fair. What a great segue.
Yeah.
For the first time on camera, we can do what's everyone wearing on foot. Insert cut. Who wants to go first? Oh, Rich is actually going to
Ugly
wave.
Ducklings, worn them before, but you ain't seen
No
them
one's
before.
They're nice.
They're pretty
I really
raggo as
like
well,
them.
but
It's a cool colourway though.
they are nice, yeah.
I'm actually wearing a pair of trainers I don't ever wear. Jordan 4s. I think they're called Thunders. Jordan 4 Thunders? Yeah, I think they're Thunders.
I like them.
They're just quite. They look a little bit kiddish. There's a lot of red. Maybe a little too much red.
Fluorescent red as well, man.
Never too much red.
True. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that as well. Football. Nah, Jack's like, please don't talk about football.
He's going to get on the West Ham mode again.
Sorry,
we bashed you a lot 6-0 a couple
But yeah, Jordan 4 Thunders. Someone's going to call me out. There are either Thunders or the Lightnings. There's some black and yellow ones that are one, and the black and red ones are the others.
I think the black and yellow are the Thunder. I think
maybe
what you're
these are
wearing
Lightnings
is
then.
Lightnings.
Okay, there we go.
Again, I might just get called out for calling you out there.
And Jack, go and get your foot in camera. Go on.
Oh, this is going to be a
He's like penned into the corner.
well played.
I just got the black suede SB Dunks. I'm going to have to reposition that camera for the next episode and try and wear just not the same pissy.
Now, when we're making loads of money, we'll just get foot cameras for everyone.
Yeah.
6 cameras set up specifically just for the feet.
We need to reposition that so we can actually see each other, Jack.
Yeah, that would also help as well.
Yeah, because currently I'm having to look through my camera lens to see Rich. Hello, mate.
And I just can't see your face at all. You're just literally behind a monitor, so I'm still
really?
the back of the monitor.
Fuck.
That's okay. I don't want to see
lucky.
his face anyway.
I got there first.
Welcome back. Hey,
Welcome back. We actually had we've had a few DMs. We didn't actually put anything up about this episode. We just want to kind of do this little intro episode, make it short, kind of talk about what's coming up. and obviously then get going with the guest. But we did actually have a question. Someone was determined to get a question, which I rate highly, and I've just lost it on Instagram. Where was it? Here we go. So, firstly, Eddie Don't Sail DM'd us 2 weeks ago saying, when's the next episode? Here it is. Right here, Eddie. So, big up for listening. 4D said yesterday, when's the next episode? 4D, here it is. Here's episode. People just DM us like randomly, be like, "Why haven't you posted an episode?" Which we love, by the way, because it keeps us going. So
yeah, honestly, we probably would have stopped this by this point.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for those messages.
Big up you, man, and manettes. That's not a word. So
It is.
it is now. Alex Brown. He said, "If you're recording tonight, I've got a question. The scenario.
We are recording tonight.
The last set of your life. This is a big one.
Oh, what?
You're on the sundown set at a beach party. I'm just setting the scene. Maybe we can add some edits in the back. We're on a beach. What's the last tune you're playing or the last bars you're spitting? On top of that, what's the last double you're doing? Last set of your life.
Double pill.
Last set of your life.
Last set you're ever going to play.
And can you repeat the...
So it's a sundown set on the beach. So let's say sun and bass.
Yeah.
That Caliban set on the beach.
Yeah.
Sun's going down behind the mountain.
Yeah.
Knowing this is going to be the last time you've ever played.
And it's tune, what tune you're playing, and he said what bar, yeah?
What bars?
Okay.
Also for you
I can
bars,
answer both.
you can answer both. Cause you do DJ and MC.
My
now.
tune would be Painted Smile by Comics.
Okay, or like last double as well. So we'll do all of them.
Oh, double. Don't know what key mix is nicely with that.
So we'll let your closing tune be Painted Smile.
Yeah.
And then what would be your last double?
Don't know, if someone else is ready, go for it.
I mean,
I would. My last double would be "Be True" by Comics, doubled with the Caliber remix of "Global Love" by High Contrast.
that's what you did at Fun.
And to this day, it's just one of those doubles and blends that I love it, and it just like it's everything I love about drum and bass just rolled into like a little 2.5 minute bit. Last tune, it would be that Caliber remix of
If You Wait, London Grammar.
Just how do you
Easy way out.
It is the easy way out. It's an easy answer, but like, how do you get better? And like you said, sunset set on a beach with mountains behind you. It's Sardinia.
Yeah. My last tune would probably be The View.
Also a good.
Also, Easy Way Out.
Yeah, I mean that's a cop out answer and all.
And then
Mine's a cop out.
I just fuck everyone up by doubling it with Mr. Happy. So my last double. Mate, were you there? By the way, that's just reminded me.
That's a perma ban
at the
for
Stag
Drum
do.
and Bass Hall of Fame.
What would you remember? What the double I did at the Stag? Were you in the room and I did that stupid double balaclava with something?
No, I was.
It was-
I don't think I was in the building when that.
It was
Jump Up John out.
It was the stupidest. No, it was like a liquid tune with balaclava skeptical remix, and it weirdly worked really well.
No, it didn't.
It did. Harry was like, "Yeah, that's sick." Harry was gun
After hearing
fingering.
what you got up to earlier, I don't even know.
Nah,
if
Harry
you'd
was
known.
Harry was gun fingering. Harry will back me up on that one. No, so definitely last tune. I reckon The View, just because it's the anti-anthem of drum and bass. I would say, like it's an anthem in the fact that it was kind of never intended to be an anthem, and it's just like kind of sums up everything we love about drum and bass. It's a bit of a sing-along one.
Classic DRS, that innit? Like an anthem without trying to be.
And then the double would probably be, you know what? Now I'm thinking about doubles, and we will talk about this mix. We need to talk about this mix in a bit. The only doubles I've got in my head are all the ones that AMC did in his Liquidity set. We will talk about this mix because it needs its own section. What's a classic mix that we do? You know what? It's a mix we've been doing recently. It's not really the setting, but I just love it, which is Intellect's Lose Control with Pick Up the Pieces Skeptical remix. I love that mix. Also, we're just letting off all our mixes that people are going to steal now, but whatever. The game's a game.
Put on the pickup piece.
Yeah.
So you cut it in nicely on that.
That mix is honestly, it's my favourite mix at the moment. Bars and double.
Bars, the double will probably do like an 8 motion with like maybe like LSB Walking Blues, something like that. Because you said it was like, I'm playing a liquid set in my head because it's like a sunset vibe. So yeah, I guess it'd be like a nice liquid little double blend or something. Bar wise, probably this new bit that I've like written that's like super deep, but I guess no one's really going to know, are they?
You don't want to rap it right now for us?
I'm definitely not going to rap it right now.
You don't want to rap it a
But
cappella?
it might.
Bro, we need clips for TikTok, so...
Yeah, good luck.
Can you believe Rich on camera is refusing to show off his skills? That's unbelievable.
Can you imagine if I started rapping now, how much you'd actually be like, what the fuck are you doing?
I kind of want to see it happen.
Obviously. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tune I've done with Inmost. Like it's like a thing that I've written. It's like 128 bars long.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Don't do that now. Yeah.
Exactly. But we've managed to make it work on a whole tune. It's going to be quite interesting.
Is it uninterrupted 128?
Uninterrupted. Brother, you know me, man. I'm done with that algorithm. Bun that algorithm. I'm going to do my own thing and have some fun. Don't care anymore. Like, I'm fed up. I don't want to try and pander to be something I'm not. I'm actually done. I'm just going to do it for fun. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, and I don't get booked, I don't actually care anymore. Like, genuinely, I've come to that space.
It's
I'm
completely
old.
drum and bass.
I've been grafting for so long, and it's like the game ain't the same as it used to be, you know? It's not about longevity, it's about, you know, content and all these things. So I'm just going to do what I enjoy, and if it works, it works. And basically what I enjoy is writing really long monologue, boring bars that no one really enjoys. So
Healthy attitudes.
Nah, it is to a certain extent.
Yeah, that wasn't even sarcasm.
Yeah, no.
For once, that wasn't even sarcasm.
Honestly, you know, I've gone through the motions recently, we've spoken about it. It's just like, you know, realistically, I just want to do what I want to do. And if it works and people are into it, they're into it. If they're not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it anymore, because the fact of the matter is I didn't get into this. There's a level of expectation there that's now, after doing it for so long, and that's actually almost taking the fun away from it for me. I don't want that anymore. I just want to do it for fun, and then whatever happens, happens. But yeah, this 128 bar long thing, constant rap, and honestly, they've made a tune for it that works really well. And
Nice.
I'm hoping, I'm hoping to release another EP with Solvent soon. I'm hoping it's going to make the cut and get on there. So that would be it, because it's like, yeah, a proper, like, laying down, deep, cry wank shit.
The Visionobi special.
Exactly.
All right, can we talk about this AMC mix?
Come on, then.
Have you watched it yet?
No.
Oh, Jackie, you haven't watched it either. None of you have
For
seen
God's
it.
sake, we need to be more on our research.
You need to be on it, honestly, right? I'm sure people who are watching this have seen it. It is genuinely, I'm going to say, top 3 mixes I've seen on, like, recorded, like video recorded, let's say. It's unbelievable. And it kind of, that stuff like that shows you the levels in this game as well. Like, AMC, when he's in that mood, untouchable.
He's honestly on a complete different level.
Untouchable, yeah.
And I think I mentioned it when I saw him at Virus, and he just like drew for like loads of old school Virus bangers. What he does, the attention to detail,
It's nuts, isn't
to
it?
go in on, like, you know, he's like, oh, I'm playing there. Okay, how can I make that like as iconic as possible?
Yeah.
And nails it every time.
So it was Liquidity last summer, did a Liquid classic set, a bit like the one he did. He did one before, the one he recorded at 338, like the Digging Deep.
Yeah,
Liquid
that's my
set. So it's
favourite
one
set
of
of his.
So well, watch this new one.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like some of the, he pulls like this blend of like Marquee LK with Caliber Peso, which like, it's just like it's just crazy. And like a couple of tunes that I realized that I actually need to have my USB, like Comics remix of Lunar Bass, for example. I don't have that, and it's like that. I need that tune. It's like an education for me. Someone who's been in the game for like, you know, we've been DJ for like 10 years now. I'm watching this mix and getting educated. Like, it's crazy.
Which you got to look at that, and I admire that so much in a like market that currently at the moment is doing very little of that, like or people in the mainstream are doing so little of that.
There's room for it, man.
He's just there, like doing it on like a whole other level as well. Like, it's mental, man.
That's the thing. There's room for it, and it's kind of a general thing. Like, there's room to do whatever you want, but you just have to do it at the most excellent level you can.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Friction SP's return.
Me too.
And I think this could be a similar like thing of just like reminding people, you know, we've been in this game for a long time for a reason, and like this is the levels. I think the first one's in Bristol.
Yeah. I remember speaking to Ed about that last year, and he told me that him and SP were going to do like a whole sort of 20-year like of Shogun sort of stint.
Also, 20 years of Shogun, by the way, is
I know,
insane, by the way.
But when I remember when he told me that, we were backstage at Eden in Ibiza, of all weird places. And he had a very lovely shirt on that evening as well. He was all dressed up really nice. And yeah, I remember just honestly just being so gassed up by the premise of that, because I just knew that there was going to be these kids in the rave that were like, it made me feel a bit like an old dinosaur, but I was like, there's an aspect of raving that we experienced 12 years ago going to Shogun nights that it's coming back.
Yeah.
Like there's like little aspects of it that we're going to get back, and these kids will get a chance to see that. Again, it makes me sound like a proper granddad, but it's
In Raven terms, we are.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, 20 years of Shogun makes me feel very old.
Yeah. Spectre Cell coming back. Lots of things are happening
Oh,
this year.
man.
That wasn't on the
What?
bingo card.
Oh yeah, have you not
Spectre
heard about
coming
this?
back?
Where have you been, bro?
What?
That was announced like yesterday.
You're joking?
Yeah, man.
I'm literally not
Spectre
joking.
Soul set back
What?
at Hospitality in the Woods on the 20 years of Shogun stage.
Yeah, it's
right?
been announced. It's all been announced.
How did I literally looked at that lineup earlier. I missed that.
Literally there, special guest, Spectre Cell.
Mental.
Yeah, it's all kicking off this year.
That's mad. We
That
need to talk
wasn't-
about that a bit off camera.
Yeah, that wasn't on the bingo card either.
No.
But we're going to do bingo check-in next episode with just us, because
Yeah.
I forgot. I'll be honest, I forgot to
something-
do it.
can't even
Didn't something
remember.
already happen?
You know
I
what's
think
funny?
something you've already quoted happened, and
Yeah,
then
so-
also almost everything else from that list has been blown out of the water by shit that has happened.
So I've got to do a my bad on the one which was talking about an artist, drum and bass artist, been on a major Glastonbury stage. Turns out Chasing Status were on the other stage. It's called the other stage, which is the second stage of Glastonbury in 2013. So my bad on that one.
Kind of counts.
Kind of counts.
Stage. Yeah.
We'll cross that one off. We'll come up with some more. Again, if anyone's got any suggestions, we're only in February, March.
It's kind of difficult to know
We
with
can ping some stuff over.
that kind of stuff to a certain extent, whether it's
Yeah.
happened before or not. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be expected to go back and like check every festival.
It was also it was also 11 years ago. But yes,
11 years ago.
2013. Yeah,
That's
11 years ago.
mad, isn't it? That is a long time ago. To be honest, that's still kind of, you can have that still in there really, because
Yeah.
that's almost gone so full circle that it's about time it happened again.
Yeah, I can see it happening as well. The way things are going at the moment. So, yeah, just wanted to get that in there. Before we wrap up this very short intro episode, let's just have a quick round of what everyone's listening to. Here's where you get your phones out and look at Spotify, so you remember. I
forgot about
See, now
that.
we're on
You're on
camera. You
camera
can't
as
do
well.
you can't do this stuff.
subtly.
I mean, I have my phone in my hand the whole time. For people wondering, I've got notes. For
That's
the
like a
episode, so, yeah.
standard thing. On
But
a
I actually know
podcast,
what I'm
me
going to
reading
say.
notes.
Obviously, we spoke about it off camera. Get's album,
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
very good.
I really like it.
Anyone who doesn't really understand rap, I think listen to that album, listen to the stuff he's rapping about. It's like elite like content, elite storytelling, like everything good about rap. I think Getz is encompassed in that album.
Yeah, I think he is.
Eric the Architect album, very good. I even think you'd like it, Rich.
Yeah.
It's an American rapper, but Flatbush Zombies is like underground rap. You'd like it. There's a tune on there produced by James Blake, which is incredible.
I think. Yeah.
Who else? Little Sims album,
Yeah,
very
drops
good.
out.
Yeah, I think I heard one of them on the radio earlier today. I was like,
Honestly, last Friday, the amount of music that came out on the same day, which was like top tier, it was insane. Like Schoolboy Q, who's my favorite rapper, he released a single. His album's coming out next week, or this week actually. Yeah, it's nuts. It was a very, very good day for music. So yeah, I've probably stolen some of your guys' ones, but what about you guys?
Yeah, mine was going to be Little Sims and the Getz album, because the weekend festivities prevented me from listening to much else.
Yeah, big up Be at One, by the way. That's why we went in Brighton.
No, I don't big up.
Honestly, I will say this, yeah.
I'm not going to
You'll
lie.
never
Dark
see-
point in the evening.
You'll never see drum and bass producers more out of place than at Be at One.
Oh,
Put them at a
man.
festival or rave with like 20,000 people on drugs, it's fine. Put them at a Be at One with like 20-year-olds drinking cocktails. They're out of their depth, mate. It's so...
I have a feeling
Cocktails
Hallam
happy
may.
hour.
Yeah, honestly. They played Goddard and Chasing States in there, though. So
Yeah,
there you
they
go.
did. Yeah.
Bit
I
of
think
familiarity.
Hallam got an incredibly accurate video of you, me, and Harry, and how we felt at that moment being in that bar.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Tom had fun this stag, though. I'll
That's
try.
all that's important.
We will, if you'll let me.
There
we
was
need to
there
see
was
him in
one
his
point where
dress.
someone turned around and said, "Give that to Tom," and I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "You don't look drunk enough."
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, that was you.
That was
There you
me.
go.
Yeah, I kept buying shots. I was like,
too
he's
fucked to
way too
realise.
sober. He also wore a beautiful cheerleading outfit on the Friday, which I really want to somehow get into this video or onto Instagram.
Oh, I'm sure Johan will like put a
yeah,
split second,
split second
up on the
edit
screen.
that in. That'd be great. Rich.
I listened to this artist called Romar. I don't know, like a like sort of
Romare.
yeah, like sort of like trip hoppy kind of vibe.
Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah, listened to like a few of his tunes recently. Some were really good. I actually ended up like writing to a couple of them as well. That's about it. Like that's kind of like random for me.
Nice.
Yeah, actually some John Hopkins tune called Sit Around the Fire, which is pretty epic, but that's like a sort of like trippy soundscape thing with like some
I can tell you've been taking mushrooms, bro.
Yeah,
Basically, yeah. Yeah,
Mushroom
100%.
rhythm.
I mean, I've just added it to my trippy playlist.
Fair play.
sitting around the fire. I know, honestly, if you're enjoying anything by John Hopkins, he's someone that I cannot express enough how much you need to go and dig deep with his catalogue. Like he's written some insane albums over the years, but then also when it comes to like the atmospheric deep stuff, like there's an album that me and Tom swear by. It's the Music for Psychedelic Therapy one, and like I can put that on and be asleep on a plane before takeoff. It changes the game. Changes the game.
Beautiful. Well, there you have it. We're back again for the 9th time. More comebacks than Prince, more comebacks than MJ. I probably can't say that. There's more comebacks than every artist you can think of that's been away and come back again. So,
Noisier.
Noisier. Oh, wait a second. Hang on, before we end.
That was the one that came up
Oh,
on
you're
the bingo
joking.
card,
I
wasn't it?
saw Noise's
No.
name on a poster for a festival this summer.
You called that one. That was one of the bingo
and I
card
called
things.
it. That was one.
That was one.
Okay, that's how we're ending this episode. So yeah, big up. We're here. Like and subscribe. We're doing the YouTube thing now. All of that stuff. Instagram, TikTok, hit us up, man.
Yeah, we will get better at this.
We'll get better at this.
At some
And yeah,
point.
we'll
We
get
say
back to
this at the
taking
end of every
questions.
episode.
Yeah, we'll get back to taking questions. We're gonna do all that stuff. We just want to get this one out of the way so it's out in the ether. And you guys have something to watch, and we can cut up some clips
And
put
you
it
can
on
you can
socials.
stop harassing us.
There we go. All right, big up.
Those two people that
He's still
aggressively
going.
harass us.
we need to get better at editing
The guy
episodes.
was shocked that we said he talks more than we do.
In it.
Still go on.
It's the driver, man. I can't get as blazed.
True. All right. Peace.
Safe.
Bless.